Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Cirque du Soleil has come to Broadway with their latest extravaganza, PARAMOUR, and we're here on opening night to celebrate with the company. You look stunning. May I ask who designed this?
This is a vintage Stephen Yerrick, and it's couture, and I had it fit. It's from my hometown boutique in Shelbyville, Kentucky.
It is your Broadway debut. What was today like for you?
Well, it was a whirlwind. I spent most of the day trying to get last-minute gifts together and, retweeting, and there's lots of things to do on opening night, but I managed to take a really zen moment over my salmon sushi right before the show, and I was overwhelmed with gratitude, and I just really can't believe it's happened this way. It's wonderful.
You were discovered by the Cirque people. What was that like?
You know, we were doing a show in LA in a nightclub called Baz, and I heard that Cirque du Soleil was there, but I didn't think anything of it, and I thought they were there for fun. And then before I knew it, I had gotten the audition, and then before I knew it, I was in Montreal having dinner with them, and they said, we knew that night in LA, we knew it was you. And they had been like keeping an eye on me ever since, and then I cried. I cried right into my soup.
Congratulations, my friend. It is opening night, PARAMOUR. How do you feel?
So excited. It's so great that we're finally here and we're sort of introducing this community to this show and sharing it. It's amazing.
It must be so amazing for you. This is a whole new hybrid.
It is. I think when I first joined, and I think a lot of audiences, especially New York audiences, are going to go, well, what is this? Is this a Cirque show? Is it a Broadway show? And the best thing about this show is that it is neither. It is totally its own entity. I think that we've created something on stage and off stage. We've created this new sort of genre where people sing, they dance, and they fly. It's amazing.
Well, I love what you do. You are this like master of ceremonies, like if you were in the Cirque world, and you're this big impresario, director in all of Hollywood. What's that like living in that world, in this world?
Well, I mean, it's great because, the cool thing about doing a Cirque show is that everything is a little bit over the top. Everything is a little bit sort of colored. It's a little bit bright. The colors are a little brighter. The tone is a little deeper. So to get to play this director is really an incredible a feeling, because you really do get to feel like you're sort of standing in that center ring.
Congratulations, my friend. It is opening night Broadway. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels ecstatic. It's just the energy has been unmatched. Never felt anything like this.
This is so big because it's a whole new hybrid that's been put together. It's like the Cirque world with Broadway and Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean, we've been getting a really great response from both the Broadway crowd and the Cirque crowd. We've created a new thing that it just gets people excited, and they leave the theater just so energized. They don't really know how to process what they just saw, but I think that was our goal in the first place, to get them just on their feet and excited for PARAMOUR, yeah.
Talk about who you play.
I play Joey Green, and he's the down-and-out composer trying to make his way in Hollywood, and gets handed a golden ticket, and then has to fight a little bit to get his love at the end. But it's the battle between music and love and art and passion, yeah.
So congratulations. It is opening night. How do you feel?
Opening night. I feel great. It was a spectacular crowd tonight. The show was great. So, yeah, it's been a long push, but we're here. We made it, and it feels awesome.
What's it been like living in the world of PARAMOUR? Because I first met you all on Long Island months ago when you were putting this together in that huge rehearsal studio, and now you've opened tonight. What's the journey been like?
It's been a long journey. We've been working since January. It's been a long push, but fulfilling. It's been a really fulfilling journey. You know, it's so different because it's a Broadway meets Cirque environment, and we work differently, but in a good way. I think we've learned a lot from each other, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
You created this new hybrid. It's like circus meets Broadway meets Hollywood.
Yeah, it's great. It's fun to be a part of something that's different. It's always fun to do new projects that are kind of breaking new ground, and I feel like Paramore really has done that. So, yeah, no complaints from me.
So from a Cirque end, what's the most amazing thing you've learned?
Oh my gosh, what the human body is capable of. Because on a daily basis, it doesn't matter what's happening, people are doing something phenomenal at any moment here. You take an equity 5 and people are taking a break and they're like balancing on each other's faces, and stuff like that. So it's really incredible just what happens when you really focus on something and train in just a different way. That's pretty incredible.
It is opening night, your Broadway debuts. How do you feel?
Oh, we had such a great night tonight. The audience were crazy. I mean, we had a great time. Love it. Yeah, I've been doing this for 16 years now, and nothing can quite compare to what we just felt tonight. I think the Broadway audience are just amazing.
What was today like for you? I mean, is your Broadway opening? You came to the theater, so I'm sure there were flowers and gifts all over the place. What was today like?
Yeah, we walked in our dressing room. We were showered with gifts. We were showered with flowers, and the whole cast. They brought cards. I mean, there was kisses. There was hugs. I mean, everyone was so excited to do that show tonight, and we had a great time. Yeah, all the way from 2 o'clock. I think we arrived here maybe a bit earlier, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. The energy that was backstage with the people, and so many ceremonies going on, so many, congratulating, like Kevin said, lots of gifts. By the time the show arrived, we were exhausted. But
I got a show to do tonight, right?
We have a show to do tonight, but it was great. It was great.
You guys are razor sharp up there. When you hang upside down and do your thing, it looks like we're staring in a mirror. Do you rehearse every day like tonight? Did you rehearse before you went on?
Yeah, well, we've been doing a version of the act for 16 years now, and I know him so well, and he knows me so well. But yeah, we do rehearse every single day, and we have to keep it sharp. Yeah. And tonight was strange because as soon as I came off stage, I said to Kev, because when we're up there, we almost take ourselves into our own little world. It's like a dream world. But tonight was strange because you almost wanted it to be perfect, and we knew we had friends and family in the audience, so the act went really well, but it was difficult tonight.
It is opening night, Paramouр on Broadway. How do you feel?
Amazing. We had a great premiere. We had an amazing premiere, and the crowd, it's to feel that crowd reaction. This is because we've been working so much, and you came with us at Grumman when we're in Long Island in a deserted hangar, and now to have the crowd applaud and react and get into the story and boo the bad guy and hooray the good guy. It's fantastic.
It must be great for you because your theater has been packed since the very first day. Every performance, audiences are loving Paramouр. What does that mean to you when you stand in the house and watch how this show affects audiences?
Well, I think for anyone who works on a creation, you never know. You think you have something good. It's like a recipe. You get all the good ingredients, the good meat and the good vegetables and the good butter and everything. Then you start, and sometimes your recipe is a disaster. And we put all the right ingredients, but you don't know until you hear the crowd reaction. And now it's like, okay, we made it. I think we made it. I hope.
It is opening night, Broadway. How does it feel?
It feels phenomenal. Not only is tonight the opening night of Paramouр, but it's also our wedding anniversary, so it's a celebration of love tonight.
What a way to open on Broadway and have an anniversary.
It's incredible.
Paramour on Broadway for Cirque. How do you feel tonight?
It's so exciting. It's been a long process. It was 5 months of rehearsal to go through all of that, to get here and to have it all come together in a cohesive show where it feels like a new genre. It's musical, it's Cirque, it's everything you could want. And to actually have it ring as pure as a crystal glass is utterly delightful.
You wear many hats on this production. Talk about some of the things you do.
Well, I have a lot of titles, but really my hat is story. So making sure the story makes sense, working with the actors on the dialogue scenes, making sure that it all sort of goes together and the words they're saying, the style of the performance, that the audience is sort of roped into it. And it's been great. I mean, it's been sort of a process in finding it and making sure that we can create a unified experience. But at the end, I feel like we've really made something sort of special and unlike anything that's ever happened before. And I couldn't be, more excited and thrilled for the cast and the audience and the whole shebang.